Finn had a simple plan. Lead the crazed Coruscanti to Snoke's chamber and cause as much damage as he could before they got to him. But then he saw Maz and Master Skywalker were here, and for the first time in weeks, Finn had hope. Hope that they could end this and live to tell about it. That hope faded when Snoke escaped the chamber, and Finn heard Master Skywalker say,
"I am going after Snoke. Good luck, everybody. May the Force be with you."
That wasn't like Skywalker. Just abandoning us like that.
Snoke's power is affecting him. We are lucky he hasn't gone full Dark Lord and killed us all. And speaking of abandoning you all, I am going after my uncle.
Great. It's just you and me against everyone, Maz. Just like before.
And just like before, I am going to leave you to fight everyone by yourself. Babu Frick and I have to get that chair working in reverse so you can save everyone.
Thank you for driving home the point that the whole galaxy is on my shoulders. That's not too much pressure or anything.
Think of it as penance for your time as a stormtrooper. Now, try not to die before we get this chair working.
and with that, Finn was back to his original plan. Destroy as much as he can before he dies. Luke Skywalker entered what he knew was the Senate Rotunda, but all was black. The darkness didn't matter to Luke. He could feel Snoke's presence.
You can't hide, Plagueis. I will find you. I will put an end to your madness, today.
Suddenly, in a brilliant display of light, Snoke manifested, as tall as the Rotunda itself, and with a blinding aura.
You should watch what you wish for, Jedi. You are at the mercy of the Sith Lord that orchestrated every galactic conflict in the last 100 years. Whether you know it or not, I have orchestrated every catastrophe in your life. How do you ever hope to defeat me?
If you are that powerful, why hide behind illusion? Face me.
Is this better? Do you think just because we are the same size, that we are equals?
Of course not. Someone once told me, size matters not. But the size of your illusions doesn't concern me. Why won't you come out and face me?
Just distracting you.
And in the blink of an eye, Snoke's illusions wiped away, and the real being appeared behind Luke, ready to make a killing blow. But the blink of an eye was all this Jedi Master needed to dodge the attack and land his own strike across the Sith Lord's abdomen.
I am immortal, Jedi. Cut me, and I heal.
What if I am not the one cutting you? And what if you aren't the only one good at distraction?
Snoke's face turned to disbelief as a red blade burst from his chest. As he falls to the floor, Kylo Ren stands over Snoke with a satisfied feeling that turns to a dark thought. Then, before he knew what he was doing, Kylo swings his lightsaber at his uncle. Luke ducks below the strike, and as Kylo follows through with a second attack, Luke uses the Force to grab Kylo's lightsaber with his bare hand, and with fury in his eyes asks Kylo,
Did you forget who I am? Did you forget the darkness I am keeping at bay? Or do you just think you inherited your father's luck?
Sorry, Uncle, just a force of habit.
Habit? Whatever, just dismember the Dark Lord so he doesn't regenerate and meet me back in the chamber.
No, no, no. You have to reverse the flow of that yellow goo into that box with the blinking light. Not the one with the solid red light. We don't have time to go over the technical names of every component. If you understand what I mean, just do it. Well, Finn can't fight this fight alone forever. So hurry up.
But Finn wasn't in much danger. His plan had worked too well. Snoke's guards and the crazed Coruscanti had forgotten all about him. The guards recognized the bigger threat in the mob, and Finn believed the mob was attracted to the guards' shiny red armor. This allowed Finn to run through the battle, picking fights with whoever he chose. That is until Maz caught his eye and gestured him over.
Okay, kid. It's your show. Channel whatever magic you and Skywalker conjured up in that hut on Act 2, and save the day.
You sure this thing will work? I am not as powerful as Snoke.
It will not blow up. You will do fine, Finn. Trust in the Force. Trust in yourself.
Maz and Babu Frick moved out of the way. Finn turned the chair on and began meditating as Master Skywalker had taught him. A bright green light began emanating from Finn and the chair and swept through the room and then beyond it. Suddenly, everything stopped around them. Every crazed Coruscantian stormtrooper went from enraged zombie to confused in the blink of an eye. The confusion spread to the Praetorian Guard as they paused to figure out this new strategy of their opponents. And it wasn't just in this room. All over Coruscant, beings began coming out of their darkness, regaining their composure and trying to figure out what happened to them. But the peace didn't last. The stormtroopers remembered their mission and began trying to round up Coruscanti. The Senate security and military on site began resisting the stormtroopers, and the Praetorian Guard turned to face Finn.
Maz, you and Babu Frick get out of here. I don't have the strength to fight these guys off. Just go.
I am not going anywhere. I won't abandon you again. We die together.
But they didn't have to worry about dying today. Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren suddenly appeared in the middle of the Praetorian Guard and began easily dismantling them. Then Skywalker turned to help the Republic security round up the remaining stormtroopers. Finn's plan had really worked brilliantly. Fighting the mob dwindled the ranks of the Praetorian Guard and stormtroopers so much that it made cleaning up relatively easy.
Finn, you did great. How are you feeling?
Just worn out. Did it work?
Yes. Based on local reports, the mass violence has stopped. I will keep checking for reports of the effect planet-wide. But in the meantime, can you two fine gentlemen reassure me that Snoke won't be walking through that door any moment?
Would his head give you that assurance? Snoke wasn't a Force ghost when his body died this time, and without a head, I think we can rest easy. He won't be back. Now, if you will excuse me.
Where do you think you were going?
To call my ship and make sure Kira is okay. Admiral Hux, move the finalizer to Coruscant's orbit and put Kira on the screen.
There is one problem, my lord. The finalizer is already orbiting Coruscant.
What? I told you to remain where you were. What did Kira say about this? Let me see her, now!
Yes, of course, my lord.
Kylo Ren felt every scream in the Force. Kira was in agonizing pain, and she was feeling that pain so that Kylo felt it, and then the screen cut out, but he could still feel her. Kylo was no longer under Snoke's influence. The dark side that was forced on him was gone. What he felt now was his own rage, his own bloodlust, and if Snoke taught him anything, it was how to channel that rage. Without a word to the others, Kylo Ren went to his shuttle and left for his Star Destroyer. Little did he know he had been followed. Finn ran as fast as he could from the landing platform, bursting into the chamber room with enough force to get everyone's attention.
Kira is in danger. Kylo Ren went to save her by himself. From what I saw, she won't survive much longer.
Poe and Chewie are touching down on Platform 69 in the Falcon. I will contact them and let them know to keep the engines running. Let's move.